The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to
Now. The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to
You're listening to
This is
Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
You're listening to
This is
Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people, wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. And of course, this is still Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Ukafo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uche Ukafo is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. As I always keep on telling you, this is one word I do not expect everybody to understand the mindset behind it, but I hope that one day we shall. Mazi Uche Ukafo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano. Mazi Nnamdi Okukano is the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kano is the director of Radio Biafra. He is the director of Biafran Television. He is the leader of IPOB. And he remained the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interests of the Biafran people for over 60 years. Nobody have done that, and we give it to him. By the grace of Chukwukika Biama, I remain George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. Every piece of land in Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, up to this moment, I have the privilege of serving IPOB as the African rep and the Nigerian International Coordinator for Record Purposes. That having been said, we must continue to acknowledge the Creator. He is the one who understands how we came to this world. He is the one who understands the size of the enemy that has gathered against us as a people. He is the one who has made sure that our enemies, no matter how large they are, how connected they are, how powerful they are, I must say that. I must acknowledge that. But we are still here in the end. Like somebody will always say, they thought they could bury us. They never know we are seed. Some people, the next minute they didn't hear my voice, they are happy. They think their juju have catch me. Of course, let me acknowledge the Creator. We continue from there. Because in the end, the enemy wants us to weep, but we smile. In the end, the enemy wants us to back down, but we are here. In the end, the enemy have their own plan. But the point remains that we were here before they came. We will still be here after they are gone. Like I said earlier, I cannot proceed without acknowledging Chukwukika Biama. Ibu chukwu ebughị mmadụ Ibu chukwu ebughị mmadụ agbanwe Ibu chukwu obi n'igwe Ibu chime Ibu chukwu ebughị mmadụ Ibu chukwu onye na-agwọ ọrịa m analego Ibu chukwu onye na-echi ikpe ziri ezi Anya n'eluwa Ibu chukwu Odimegbo Juda Ibu chime Ibu chukwu ebughị mmadụ Sọnị m ghọghọ n'ihe chukwu menimo Elu n'ime ụghọ ga-eju m obi Ghọghọ n'ọsọka m Usulubu emeni mekelere n'afa nsọ ya Sọnị m ghọghọ maka ihe chukwu menimo Ịma n'elu n'ime n'ụghọ ga-eju m obi Ghọghọ n'ọsọka m Usulubu emeni mekelere n'afa nsọ ya anyị na-aja gị mma o maka n'eziokwu n'ịmara mma ịhụnanya gị n'ịna gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadio inwe gị mgbanwe o ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alfa na Omega anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o ise. And of course, without wasting much of our time, we go to our topic this evening. Our theme on this segment: remain back to your root. Back to your root. Back to your root. This is one truth that makes the black man to be afraid. Once you want to provoke a black man, of course not all of them, majority of the black people across the globe, just tell them, go back to your root. They could term you as your enemy. They see you as enemy. But if any Biafran at this stage is afraid of their roots and they are still fighting for Biafra land, then something is wrong with those people, honestly, without apology. I have tried to listen to every civilization, every creed and breed of Homo sapiens. I notice the black are always referred to as people who sing. They consider us as people who sing. One day in this series, we will look at those studies. Why we sing, why we worship. People don't know. There is something about it, but we will look into it in this study as we proceed. Our theme on this segment: remain back to your root. Who is your father? They labor to build things, and other people came and undermined what they labored for. Honestly, in as much as I can agree that they have their own fault, but I will tell you that in their worst fallen state, they are more purer and better than any Homo sapien that has walked this earth. That is why I love them. And it is important we all come to a stage where we stop saying what they told us, but we embrace what we truly know about them. I won't lay more emphasis on that, but rather our team, like I said, will remain back to your root. And then our topic on this series will be the experiment and the weapon of bastardization of blood lineage. Bastardization. Bastardize. Now, we are looking at the experiment and the weapon of bastardization of blood lineage. Now, the grammar sometimes always sound very big, but I have to follow it because I don't have choice. I am from the ancient breed of Homo sapiens that walk the earth. Our language is so deep that many of them cannot be explained in English language. It cannot be explained in French. It cannot be explained in Portuguese. They do not have its version in Arabians. And so sometimes when we tone down our grammar, it is because we still want you to see the original version of our language that could not be interpreted in any other language. So when we talk about bastardize of blood lineage, it simply means reducing something from its original value. Bastardization means something being changed in such a way as to lower its original quality or value, typically by adding a new element. When we talk about bastardize, because most time when we come on air here, we say the agenda of Nigeria, the agenda of Yoruba people, the agenda of Hausa Fulani, the agenda of British government, it is to bastardize our blood lineage. Some of you is grammar. Their agenda is simple. Once they succeed in bastardizing our blood lineage as they are doing, we are gone as a people. They cannot take over our land because they have not succeeded. They cannot clone us. They cannot tame us because they've not succeeded in bastardizing our blood lineage. But let's go back to that definition again. When you hear the word bastardize, bastardization, what it means is it is a process that they try to change something in such a way as to lower its quality or value, typically by adding something, a new element to it. You will understand further as we proceed. We look at experiment and weapon. They run experiment and they weaponize that process of bastardizing of blood lineage. Now, the essence or one of the reasons why we are looking into this study is to enable you understand some of the things that are going on. A lot of saboteur everywhere. People speaking with both sides of their mouth according to Mazimefo everywhere. And we are falling for them. No true Biafran can fall for Yoruba trap. No true Biafran can fall for Hausa Fulani trap. When you start sleeping with them, they will neutralize you. It doesn't matter whether you have pure blood. When you start romancing with them, they will destroy you. People with such knowledge like us, we don't tolerate you. We can't tolerate you. Do you know that when you say we are fighting for motherland, that is the different from when you are fighting for fatherland? I hear people, they say, oh, we are fighting for our motherland. Do you know it's not the same thing when you are fighting for your fatherland? I'm not fighting for my motherland. I am fighting for my fatherland. You go and find out the meaning. But people don't understand. When we say certain things, we say because you cannot comprehend the truth behind it, because you are a victim of the same circumstance. You want to destroy all of us. You want to destroy all of us. The next generation of Biafrans must open their mind. Open your ear. Learn the truth you can learn now. Because of course you can see Nigeria. The Yoruba Hausa Fulani don't want to go to school. Whether they go to school or not, they will always rule over us as far as Nigeria is remaining. And so they are encouraging every effort, making every effort to make sure you don't go to school. COVID-19 has given them more reason why all of you should stay at home. Next 1 year, they produce another set of illiterate, educated one for that matter. But don't worry, we will overcome them. We have forged our freedom. We have forged our achievement through the fire of persecution. Now it has become a weapon with which they reduce us. They make us lower. They bring out foreign substance and add to the original in order to reduce us. That is what we mean when we say bastardizing. This study is meant to help us understand the origin of saboteur, which have hindered the effort of unity within any community or state. I see people, they talk about saboteur. To IPOB member now, they don't even know the meaning of saboteur. I owe you no apology. IPOB members, we don't know who is saboteur again. No? You tell somebody, oh, you are wrong. Oh, saboteur. Oh, stop this thing. Oh, saboteur. Oh, don't go there. Oh, saboteur. Wake up, my brothers. The real saboteurs are hiding there. You are busy calling them, hey, yeah, saboteur. Yeah, saboteur. We're born or no? Let us find out who these people are. How they came. Like I said, the purpose of this very series is to help us understand the origin of saboteur, which have hindered the effort of unity within any community or state, not just in Biafra land, but across the globe. Now, the experiment aspect of it is to make us understand that some of the states within the Biafra land that was used to carry out this experiment. We will look at this experiment of bastardization, and then we look at it as a weapon. First of all, we must understand how they originated, how they become weapon. And then we must come back and look at how they were introduced in our current day society. We need to understand the will of God concerning crossbreeding one of the weapon or one of the process of bastardization. We need to consider the advantage and disadvantage of crossbreeding. We need to consider the rule of crossbreeding in a normal society. We need to consider the need to maintain one's blood lineage. We need to understand the meaning of the love of a mother. We need to define what it means to talk about the love of a father. And then we are going to look at the principle of managing, or in a single society, preventing the negative influence of one's blood lineage being bastardized. And now, don't let this English deceive you. A lot of things happen in our lives today as a people. We cannot figure out how it started. If we run away from the truth, if we let the truth haunt us, we will still be doing what we are doing. Those who are progressing will be progressing. And so in this very study, to understand the weapon and the experiment of bastardizing one's blood lineage, whether it offends you, whether it hurts you, whether you find yourself in the negative aspect of it, you can still make proper use of what you have, and then you will die peacefully later without blaming anybody for your situation or circumstance. And now, if we will go back this evening to the Bible, you look at the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 3. God said to the children of Israel, of course you can still see the same quotation from Leviticus 12, Leviticus 13, among others. But if I take you direct to Deuteronomy 7:3, it said there, God said to the children of Israel, when I leave you and give to you the land that I promise you, I want you, when you get there, do not intermarry. Do not intermarry with your neighbor. Do not intermarry with anybody. I want you to remain as your people. Don't intermarry. And there was a reason God asked them not to do that. Because when we say they want to bastardize our blood lineage, many people do not understand what we are trying to say. But maybe from then you begin to understand what it means. Now it says, neither shalt thou make marriage with them. Neither shall thou make marriage with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. Now, let me try to bring it down so that you understand. Because the people who go to church, who think they are Christian, they will say, no, all things has passed away, all things has become new. Now, in the whole of the New Testament Bible, we have 1,050 commandments. From Genesis to Revelation of the Bible, we have 1,050 commandments. They were all summoned up in only 10 commandments. The 10 commandments is not the only commandment that God gave to the children of Israel, but they were summed up in 10. And so in only the Old Testament, you have 1,070 commandments. 1,070 commandments was what God gave to Moses. That is what he gave to them. So when you talk about the 10 commandments, they were just summed up in 10 commandments. The New Testament and the Old Testament have a total of 1,050 commandments. And now, why am I bringing this up? Somebody will say, no, all things has passed away, because Yoruba pastors are busy telling you, oh, intermarry, God love you, marry well, marry well. When I talk now, those of you married to Yoruba mother, Yoruba girlfriend, you won't allow me to rest. And yet you want freedom for our people. Does the truth hurt you? How can we know the solution to our problem and we are pampering it? Are we this feeble-minded people. We cannot embrace the truth in order to liberate the next generation. When the line is open, try and call in, let me cure you. Because the truth hurts most of you. Even when you pretend to love the truth, it hurts you. God told them categorically, don't give your son to these people. Neither you take their daughter to marry yourself. Why did Mary, the mother of Jesus, not go and friend one Saudi Arabian man? Why did Mary not go and marry one Italian woman? Let us tell ourselves the truth, oh. The rain has gathered, though. Saboteur will not finish in our land until we get it right. In my place, we use it to give name. Njaguale. Evil will not end. And that is the reason why the next generation must be very careful. God has not given them the promised land, though, but God is warning them already. The same God warned Abraham. He warned Isaac that these people have to put their children under oath. Come to Jesus Christ, the same thing happened. Come to the parents of John the Baptist, Zachariah and Elizabeth, the same thing happened. If Jesus has come, why did he go to temple to be recognized? But you have allowed the misplacement of the word of God that enabled them to enslave us properly, to destroy your brain so that you will not know the truth. Am I telling you Christianity is evil? No. George Onyibe is a reverend, and I remain a reverend till the day I say I don't want again. But I hold the tradition and custom of my ancestors higher than life itself. These are issues that pertain us as a people. That is why we are experiencing what we are experiencing today. And somebody want to do a brakata, and then it will not be there any longer. God warned them seriously. Do not intermarry. Don't crossbreed. God forbid crossbreeding. When you are crossbreeding, when you are intermarrying, you are just reducing one original quality to meet up with the next. Awusa Fulani are there looking for our women to marry, including in Yoruba. Because our women help them to have better breed. But they really don't love them. Only 2% of Yoruba married Biafran women that they are taking care of. Others, they use you as a crossbreeding machine. You just born for them. They now rent room for you along the road, keep you there. Maximum, you have 2 children, they tie your womb for you. Most especially when you are a Biafran woman married to Yoruba. All of you, check your record this evening. You can't have more than 2. They tie your womb, except you are special. The Yoruba man that married you is good. If it's not good, they tie your womb. All of you, 90% of you, you are living along the road. Whether it's in London or America, whether it's Japan. Because you are there for experiment. Let us come down a little bit. This is introduction. It's introduction. If I finish doing the introduction, as we continue, God willing, we'll begin to expose them bit by bit. Now, if you look at in those days as a child, we used to crossbreed dog. And as a child, I understand that God forbid crossbreeding. But I cannot place it. My father will buy Rottweiler. And then a Rottweiler female will crossbreed it with another dog. It could be local dog. And then the Rottweiler female gives birth to of course, a lesser breed Rottweiler. And so, if we were supposed to be selling local dog 50 naira or 500, because it's a Rottweiler or any other dog as they call it, very expensive. I begin to hear crossbreed when people come to buy from us. They say, is it crossbreed? We say yes. But if it's not crossbreed, the price could be like 1,000 for one, for instance. When it's crossbreed, it becomes 500. But when it is local dog, it's 50 naira. Now you notice the price difference. But the point is that the moment you crossbreed a dog, one of them loses its original value. Go and look at all your sons born by Yoruba women. I can categorically tell you they are not complete. If you are one of them, get angry. And when my line is open, call me, let me swear for you. How long are we going to be suffering and smiling? How long are we going to allow them to be using our head to makasa? Must all of us die so that you people will be happy? Are we going to be shouting Biafra, 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 Biafra for the rest of our life? How many lifetimes do we have? How long are we going to pretend and let these people make fool of us? You think God fight for lazy people? And some of them want us to be sounding like Reverend Father here. Let us continue. The moment you crossbreed them, they lose its original value. Do not forget our topic and where we are coming from. The word of God warned the people of Israel. Don't do that. Don't do that. And they did not. And those who try to do that become a curse. Israel suffered it greatly. But Israel embraced the truth. From the wilderness, they knew the truth. God said to Moses, all this Fulani blood inside Israel, all this Yoruba blood inside Israel, all of them will kill all of you and take over the land I want to give you. You remember when you entered Egypt, about 72 of you, only less than 12 is Abraham's son. The rest are the children of slave. Before they left Egypt, nobody know who is original son again and who is fake son, because the blood lineage was almost bastardized. But thank God for family like that of Moses and Aaron, the families of Aaron and Yeshua. Thank God for the family like that of Joshua and Aaron, Caleb and the rest of them. And when they left Egypt, God called them. God chose them because they were pure breed. Joseph's children were not remembered because they were misbreed. Moses' children were not remembered because they were pure breed. They were not pure breed. They were misbreed. Look at all the men of God who God did not use their children. They were misbreed. If you want to verse. Let those who want to know the truth, so that we can free ourselves from saboteur once and for all. Of course, Yoruba on Facebook, cut me off. Let's go to season 2. Ndiara. Saboteur inside IPOB, cut me off from our platform there. Mad people. Go to your Bible. Let's follow from there before we come to our culture and tradition. Joseph's children were rejected because they were crossbreed. Moses' children were rejected because they were crossbreed. All of them. And yet you cannot understand it. And then God said to them, Moses, you cannot move beyond this wilderness. I want you to set up a tabernacle. Divide it into 2. The inner court and the outer court. Tell the children of Israel to enter. I will separate the wheat from the chaff. If they have gotten to the extent that nobody know who is original Jewish person. Nobody know who is original. Today we don't know who is original and who is fake again. In one of our series we have studied it. Igbo bu Igbo. Igbo bu Igbo. Nihi no Igbo bro Igbo. But of course if you will understand. And then Moses made the tabernacle. And God said to Moses, announce it to the people of Israel. If you know you are not the original son of Abraham, do not go into the inner court because I will kill you. Do not go into the inner court because I, the creator, I will kill you. Till today, when you go to the tabernacle, when you go to the temple of Israel, only the pure breed of Abraham are allowed into the inner court. Those whose blood have been watered down stays in the outer court. Don't you understand? God understands the danger. God warned them about the impending doom. When you talk about the saboteurs who made sure Israel was not restored, go and find out what they did to Israel. You have Arabian, Jewish Arabian, Boko Haram Arabian. Hold on, let me put it well. Jewish America, Jewish Britain, Jewish France, Jewish Saudi Arabia, Jewish Boko Haram, Jewish Nigeria, Jewish. Why is it like that? Many people targeted them to bastardize their blood lineage. But they were still good Jewish people with pure blood. Even their religion was almost bastardized. But there are still good men and women in Israel that practice original Jewish religion. But then they set a standard for all of them. The people who fight for the land of their fathers, they cannot allow those fighting for the land of their mother to conquer them. Don't you understand? Israel today is not biased. Israel today is not discriminating. Israel today is not fighting against mixed blood or pure blood, because they already know who they are. Don't you know those of you in German who married and have children with German people? Don't you know they document your children? They catalog all of you. The same way they calculate the children of slaves in America. They have catalog for all of you. Why are they doing that? So that when you are talking, they take your record and know who is talking. Whether it's Yoruba blood, Hausa blood, or Fulani blood. That is why it is difficult to see a pure breed come and sabotage IPOB. Except if somebody lied along the way. And mark you, because you think you are a pure breed, don't mean you are a pure breed. But let's continue. God understands the danger this will impose. For America to be able to conquer Soviet Union, it takes a mixed blood. The idiot who sold out Soviet Union, his father is from Soviet Union, his mother from America. As the world is working very hard to get to the level where the Antichrist, according to them, will be ushered in. According to the prediction of Nostradamus, he said one of his parents will come from the Fantian desert of America. Arabia. And one will come from America. American FBI, CIA, all of them know this truth. That is why they are monitoring crossbreed. American versus Arab children. They are monitoring them till tomorrow. They are waiting for that idiot to come and do Antichrist. Those who understand the danger this can cause, they always get ready. Now let us go back to our culture. Our fathers understand this danger. In those days as a child, if our sister or our brother come back home, marrying foreigners, as far as I'm concerned, Yoruba is foreigner, Hausa is foreigner, Fulani is foreigner. God made it so to the extent that our goat don't look like their goat. Our fowl don't look like their fowl. Our cow don't look like their cow. Our women don't look like their women. Igbo man, look your mouth. Yourself, look Yoruba man mouth. Those of you in Lagos or Yoruba land, if you go out tomorrow, look at Yoruba mouth. Their mouth have elastic. They can shout wah 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 wah. That is their mouth. Your mouth can't do like that like Igbo man. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. Somebody is going to ask me, how will this give us Biafra? This will give us Biafra because it will help us to tempt saboteurs everywhere. It will give us Biafra because it will help us to tempt saboteurs everywhere. I just give you simple example. Look Yoruba mouth. It has unusual elastic. Wah 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 wah. And Igbo man mouth cannot be like that. Am I saying Igbo man mouth is better than that? Did I say Ijaw mouth is better than Yoruba? Of course no. I want you to know the truth. God has done it already until they came and said no, it's not so. That is why we are suffering. Our fathers know this truth. When you come home, you are married to Yoruba person. We look at you as somebody who is lost. They look you like say you don't lost. You go just come, oh, I marry Yoruba. We go just they look you. We go they mercy for you. We go just they mercy for you. You don't lost. I'm way too well. Until the Yoruba pastor came and said, oh, Mary, the Lord don't you know God is tribalistic? Don't you know God is tribalistic? Why did he choose Israel to be a special people to him? I hate the rest. Don't you know that is what is causing problem? Let me not digress further. In those days, when you come home, you marry foreigner, you are in trouble. There is a way they look at you. Until Yoruba pastors came every day. No, Jesus don't mean you got to marry anybody, you got to marry. How many of Jesus' disciples marry Romans? How many men of God marry strange people that God did not abandon? Don't let anybody deceive you. Let us embrace the truth. Our fathers knew this truth. Even to marry from within your kindred, they sense the danger. They ask question upon question upon question. Today, when you bring husband or wife, your parents will say no. You have your right now. You say, Daddy, if you don't want, you tell your pastor will say, Maseke torobobo, oroboske torobobo. Most especially if it's a Yoruba pastor, they word you. Go and born mumu, go and born saboteur, go and born idiot. They bring all of them inside Biafra land. When we are talking about freedom, others are busy doing nonsense. There are a lot of people on social media. Oh, our problem is Mazen and the Kanu is our problem. We have to investigate Mazen and the Kanu. Let's profile Mazen. If I say thunder, we fire all of you. I'm just keeping all of you quiet. You are going to play a role. Play it before we come for you. Ndiara. You are in Turkey. You are in America. You are mumu yourself. They are killing us here. All you people problem is Mazen and the Kanu. Are you not ashamed? You think we don't know the blood speaking through you? But if our people don't know, they think you are normal. Yes, my sister, tell me, what happened? What happened? They beat you. But Fulani will rape you. You people are not making video to tell them what they are doing to us. Some of you idiots like you are sponsoring Yoruba to broadcast so that they think Biafra is working. But those of us on ground, we are dying of hunger here. Are you people not ashamed? Your problem is in Nnamdi Kanu. If any mono, yes, and we come to address Nnamdi Kanu. Is he doing this one? Is he doing that one? Are you not ashamed? Are you not ashamed? The boss inside you is speaking to all of you. I don't want to talk to all of you. Come out and disgrace yourself. Finish. Mazen cannot do this. He went to do that one. His brother fine boy do this one. Yes, UTMF did not do this. Una know the shame. When are you people going to set up panel for Fulani headsmen? When are you people going to set up panel for saboteurs? When are you people going to stand up and speak for your people? I blame IPOB member and Biafrans on ground listening to all of you. But I don't have you people's time. When the time comes, I will respond to all of you. I'm Andia Nazi. People will say, hey, Igbo don't love themselves. Igbo don't love themselves. It is because of Yoruba who saw blood in our midst. Afuka de tisho men of me. Our fathers fought against this thing. Our ancestors never wanted it. Today they are doing the same thing. Did somebody say my radio is off? If he off, let's rewind it. Of course, it's okay here. It is very okay on my side. And so if it's off, maybe the person managing the FM is the person. Because some of them are Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani blood. They don't like the truth. Honestly, when it comes to restore Biafra, it's our collective. The sacrifice is going to be from all of us. But we know how you feel. I see people say, oh, we are fighting for our motherland. It's good. Oh, we are fighting for our fatherland. Better, let us fight for our fatherland. Do you know what it means to say the love of a mother? Do you understand the consequence of the love of a mother? It destroyed the father. We will get that as we continue. Try to understand. I'm just doing introduction. We have not even started. We have not started. People who has not come out one day to buy data and tell them what they are doing to Biafrans. The same people now want you to look at them as human being. They cannot do this, they cannot do that, they cannot do that, they cannot. He's not an angel, for God's sake. This I understand. In as much as he's not perfect, he's better than all of you 1,000,000 times. You know, he say, I never want to talk to now. God say, make I live una, make una time come. I will cure all of you, mad people. The Yoruba blood inside you is worrying you. I was full of blood. Do I look like somebody looking at your face? If you cannot handle the truth, get out. Stop deceiving people. The next generation of Biafra must understand it is this following this law that kept us where we are today. Yorubas understand this truth. Yoruba don't speak the same Yoruba language. Some Yoruba don't understand some Yoruba when they talk. But you will not see this loophole. The little degeneration that affected their lineage, they manage it. They call Ijebu people Igbo. Yoruba mock Ijebu. Igbo, that is what they call them, Ijebu Igbo. They are not the same. You have Kale, you have Ife, and the rest of them. But they were able to curtail it, they were able to manage it. They have the record of all of you, all those Igbo girls, Ijo girls burning for Yoruba. They have the record of your children. They can only be saboteurs in the future to come. It's our in-law, it's our in-law. Go and check their record where they keep your picking. Tomorrow when you are not there, they start killing us because they are your in-law. And we cannot protect that which has meaning to us. They want to breed somebody that can function like you. Where is that Bayelsa guy they took? Lamido terrorist, Lamido Sanusi took. Where is the child of that girl? Thank God they gave birth to girls, supposing it's boy. That one will come and kill Ijo people. And some Ijo people will say, oh, he's our son, oh, he's our son, oh, hey, our son, oh, Ndiara. And he will kill the original son of every community because of the love of the mother. What are we not trying to say here? Our fathers made sure it never happened until we started it. And as a result, the enemy creep into our life. And of course, I will start at point 1. And then we open the line. The point 1 there is, we look at the experiment of crossbreeding in Nigeria. British government understand this truth. And so when they came to Nigeria, they forcefully unite the North. They unite the North as one because they were almost the same people. They had difference in their language, which is not an issue. They are almost related in culture, which make them almost the same. Because of course, as far as there is distance between two persons, language will metamorphose. The English you know today is not the same English they spoke or they speak when they come to Nigeria. They came here speaking Queen's English. With time, they changed from Queen's English to the one we are using now. And before they left, we have manufactured our own English. It doesn't make our fathers to be English. Onyibe came here speaking Queen's English. Queen's English goes like this. I go up, up I go. If I go down, I go up. Those of you olden days children, you'll understand what I mean. Queen's English. That type of you couldn't speak before. And then before they left, English has metamorphosed. So you move from Oxford Dictionary to Oxford Advanced Learner Dictionary. English don't grow. Come born Peking join them. As we they speak like this now. No be so that they speak English for Ghana. No be so that they speak English for Jamaica. No be so that they speak English for America. Do you even know that American way of spelling is different from British way of spelling the same English? So language do metamorphose. Because we speak different language, don't mean we are different people. Our culture has the truth there. But of course, we will look at how this study affects our language and the rest of it. It's a very long study, I must tell you. I will try to create the preamble that will enable you to appreciate what we want to look into. I'm going to make plenty enemy. Be rest assured, I am ready for you even before I join IPOB. But that having been said, before they left, we have manufactured our own English. If you stop in Benin now, you want to buy Gary. He said, Madam, give me Gary there. How much for 1 cup? The Benin woman go tell you, say, 1 cup na 50 naira. Instead of you to say, madam, it too cost to. They go tell you, say, no correct, you no correct. Madam, you no correct. You go to say, then they cost you. You no correct, no mean say your head, you no correct. If they tell you, say, it too high. You come from there, enter worry. You go chop for canteen, you chop finish, you tell and say, madam, instead of you to tell and say, give me toothpick. Madam, give me evidence. If you want ask for straw, madam, give me hose. You can't come for Igbo land. You can't the yena man, keki me man, or call the kwama man. Now do the home go every day. You go to Yoruba land, you be yena. Are you talking to me? Alhaji Zegede Soko here, the son of Idi Araba. Now their way, you go to our land, you go say, kill me, make her die. If you say, kill me, make her die, make you run. If they tell you, I go kill you now, make you die you. But it's the same English. It could be different the same pronunciation, but they have different meaning. Don't you understand what we are trying to make you see? The language is not what changes us. Yoruba understand this. They gather themselves, they occupy themselves, they watch themselves, they manage themselves. Today they are using our head. And you can't see the difference there. And I say, no, we don't hate anybody. Do we hate anybody? I hate anybody. Let us love Nigeria now if you don't hate anybody. Let us love Nigeria now. Pretenders always do the worst. Oh, we love everybody. Who said we don't love everybody? Let us love Nigeria now. The power of your love can love Nigeria. And now you understand, maybe. They organize themselves. I read Awolowo's speech later to Yoruba people. From that day, any Biafran I see romancing Yoruba, I hate you. You better hate me. And he said, we cannot blame ourselves for what happened to the Igbos. Because if we have allowed the Igbos to lead us into this war, we would have regretted it ourselves. The Yoruba nation must rise to learn to defend themselves. The Igbo should better go and console themselves from the evil they have brought upon themselves. That is where Aseko Pabe got that statement. That is where Aseko Pabe got that statement from the mouth of Awolowo. Tomorrow someone say, Aseko Pabe says saboteur, Aseko Pabe says, but you are seeing what is breeding saboteur in our land. You are aiding and abetting them and you are telling me you are not worse than Aseko Pabe? The British understand the Yorubas are okay, they are intact. The Northerners are okay, they are intact. Coming down to Biafra land, which is actually the main target, they must divide us. Over 200 years. They keep telling us, Aboma, you are not Igbo. Ijama, you are not Igbo. Enuguma, you are not Igbo. They keep dividing us. Till we remain what we are today. Today we have spent more energy trying to make our brothers see that we are one. Even George Onyibe as an Abo. Do you know even in IPOB I'm treated as an outcast? Do you know I'm treated like not Igbo man? The day we say it now, somebody will say it's a saboteur, it's a saboteur. This is the damage they've done to all of us. Over 200 years. Please get angry and do your worst to idiot, because some people don't want you saying the truth. It hurts them. Nonsense. It's still very difficult for some people to accept me as Igbo. I was in a meeting in Enugu within Nangodo and other people to look at the issue of this agitation. Ohanezendigbo, woman leader all over the world, was in that meeting that day. And when I introduced myself, he said to them, Ndiabo, I was a Kwandi Igbo. Ndiabo, I was a Kwandi Igbo. If they are listening, they are hearing it. But am I blaming any of them? This is the damage they did to our brain. And some of you are helping them. And helping them to promote it. Because you are very holy. thunder, fire, holiness. God punish holiness. If all this pretend is holiness, God punish holiness. Your problem is when we come here, we start talking politely. Are we enjoying ourselves here? Ordinary the program they did in Anambra State yesterday. How many vehicles did they destroy? How many people did they wound? Then when we come here, we cross leg. We now raw powder. Be showing swagger. Make una no worry. Make una continue. Oh menaka huni hora chicken. Ozuki ken. You're trying to make people understand what ails us as a people. Some people are playing smart. Who you they play smart for? Anybody send you message? If a man like me is still dragging, trying to figure out where they come from, what will the German do? They dealt with us based on this study we are looking at this evening. Destroyed our brain over 200 years. And now look at where we have found ourselves. And so when they came to Biafra land, they didn't know how we are going to function as a people. Irrespective of the fact that they have introduced a Maffosin constitution, Clifford constitution, every Ototo Tororo constitution, they couldn't make Nigeria function because the difference between us is like day and night. Until this man from Anambra, what is his name? This man from Obaru. When I remember his name, I tell you. He's a constitutional lawyer, the very old man. He was the one who was able to help British intellectual arrange his little constitution that can keep us together. And then they start running experiment on us. They brought some part of Biafrans in Edo State, former Bende State. Most of you don't know that Bende State was experiment ground of bastardizing blood lineage. Today you know. Another one is in Kogi State. Kogi State is experiment ground on how to bastardize blood lineage. And then the next one is Benue State. It is experiment on how to bastardize blood lineage. They come to Bende State, they brought Yoruba. Now, I have said this before. In Edo State, there is one family, one tribe in Benin, in Edo State. They are the only people that are not Biafra. I do not want to say to them, because there is something we need to find out. Those people who bear that thing, they are not from Benin. They are not Biafran. If I say it now, they will go and adjust. The secret to hide. When we get there, we will know. But it was experiment ground. They started with Benin women. Reduce almost all Benin women to prostitute. You hardly see a standard family from Benin City. But they never knew Nigeria is running experiment on them. Without hard feeling. Why is it that almost 50% of the prostitutes you have across the globe is coming from Edo State? If you vex, come slap me, oh. But you don't know that they were running experiment on you. They were giving you passage everywhere to destroy your blood lineage. So that empire, that warrior that challenged the British government, their blood lineage will be watered down. And they are almost succeeding. Idiots from Benin who don't have sense are there trying to tell you, do you know we are about Benin? Do you know we are Yoruba? You are idiots. You are part of the failed experiment. I want you to challenge anybody from Benin, challenging Biafra. He said that Yoruba watered blood, or only God knows where they brought them from. Because Bende State was experiment ground. Bende State was experiment ground. But their target was within Awuchi, Ekpoma, Uromi, Isako. Because the Abo people are so wide. They don't know where to start and where to end. It was experiment ground. They experimented Islam there. They experimented bastardizing of blood lineage. Do you think Adam Oshimole is normal? Look at all of them. I'm coming to expose all of them one. But it was experiment ground. They want to see how they can make Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, and Igbo man to live harmoniously. You cannot mix oil and water. Go and learn it from Awolowo. But I'm happy that those in Bender State, they are recovering very fast. They are recovering. Go and ask Owa Sophia. They are recovering. Go and ask Mazo Meji. They are recovering. Among other wonderful pure Biafran blood in Edo State. You move down to Benue. Idoma have a lot of land in Benue. But there is no part of Benue State that shows Idoma has anything there. It's TV. TV are more of like Fulani. Zakembia and the rest of them, they are experiments. But you won't understand. And these are knowledge that may be too deep for you to understand. From Agatu to Idoma, all of them, it was experiment they want to run on them. They brought Fulani extraction. They brought Idoma there. They brought Igbo extraction. They missed all of them. This made the Igbo in Benue State. They don't have mouth again. Idoma people don't have mouth again. So confused, they don't know whether they are from Biafra or they are Northerners. They don't know. In their heart of heart, they know they are not Northerners as they call them. But could they identify with their place where they come from? If not for language that has not changed. The Igbos in Benue will tell you they are Northerners. Of course, some of their children think they are Northerners. Experiment ground. Then they come to Kogi State. They have Kogi Yoruba, Kogi Fulani, then they have Kogi Biafra. The children are so confused. They are listening to me. When somebody says, I'm from Kogi State, I did this thing. Don't think it's a Biafran. You have Kogi Yoruba, you have Kogi Hausa Fulani, you have Kogi Biafran. These are experiment ground. Watch people in these three states, you will see they are almost confused people. They manufacture, they produce more confused children than any other state in Nigeria. It's not because they are dull in learning. They are just like guinea pigs somewhere in one lab in America or in London or in France. Don't you get it? If we ever survived, it is because the Creator has fashioned a new way for us to be here today. Until IPOB came. Now they cannot do the experiment any longer. The people are waking up already. And the truth must be told. They deliberately plan this saboteur everywhere. We cannot see this truth. Anything happen, Yoruba is coming to claim River State. Because they are still looking at their experiment. And of course, like I said, it is a very long study. I just try to make introduction. And so from tomorrow, by the grace of God, God willing, we will now begin to look at, we have seen the will of God concerning it. We now begin to look at the advantage and the disadvantage of crossbreeding. And then we go in depth so you understand what we are talking about and other things that are involved. And so when you see saboteur coming, it will continue. Let us stop it now. By the time Biafra come, we can continue from there. Biafrans are married to Chinese. Biafrans are married to India. Biafrans are married to Americans. Biafrans are married to China, Poland, Indonesia, Malaysia, Saudi Arabia. Even Biafrans are married to Boko Haram. We don't have issue with them. Only in Nigeria. Only in Nigeria. And does it mean somebody cannot see what they are doing to us? Today we cannot come and discuss now because one Yoruba boy is going to make a call. One Yoruba boy or Hausa boy or Fulani boy answering Tamuno, Chibuike, answering one Igbo name, but in Yoruba blood is going to make a call and they are going to sabotage us. And you are going to support them. Yes, you know, because Jesus got to say, we got to know that Jesus loves everybody. Yes, we got to do like this and we got to show holiness and we got to do this one. Guy, wake up. I'll be back in a minute. Mr. Pro.
connected worldwide.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
You're listening to this is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
Yes, of course, at this moment our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 07081545642. 07081545642 is our WhatsApp line. And then our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line again is 081-221-52971. The special number for the female is 081-288-58614. 081-288-58614 is the special number for our female. Of course, the lines are open and you are free to call in. Of course, tonight be free, call in, tell me nonsense, call me, tell me good things. You are free. But this truth, I'm going to tell all of you in and out. All of you must hear it. So that when we hear a song, call on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Mazi, good evening, sir.
Go ahead, please. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yes. My name is Faith Ogala, the Adobe Biafran Queen, the freedom fighter. Mazi, I must recommend what you are doing. Peramente is wonderful. Very, very wonderful. Good one. Thank you so much, Mazi. And I still greet our able leader and Mazi Chijemofo and all the people working to restore Biafra. Thank you so much. Yeah, Mazi, I want just to talk about all those saboteurs them. I just want to chip in small thing about the saboteurs. Those saboteurs them, it really show that yes, they are mixed blood. Mixed blood now they be. Egg we don't know. If not, therefore now they supposed to they war front to take the restore country where be saying it belongs to them. But no, they want fight for nigger area. That they do what the zoo tell them to do. And they put innocent children, innocent people for stress. They don't know what's in our people they go through for that Africa. They don't know what's in our people they go through for that Biafra land. They go rape women, rape children, bushard our father, bushard our brothers, bushard our husband, throw away them put for bush. Then you'll see all those winches of saboteurs that will come out from America and all. They talk rubbish. Today I just jammed a video where they say then tie one full grown up man, tie out, cut and throw me up for bush. Those ones not reach them to talk about. Those ones not do them somehow to say, this thing our people are dying, no may they talk about them. No. This one I see our old woman, our mama, our grandmama, they for farm, they cry. Say cow enter their farm, enter her farm, destroy all her crops. She there for farm there, they cry, how take see children, waiting I go do, waiting I go ignite this woman there for inside farm, they cry. All these things don't see to make them touch all these saboteurs. Now how they want to, now how Mazinam Dikanu take be their problem. Now that they come out. Thunder we go fire una, you see they do press up. Makachuko kikabiama, you see they do press up. I would not go die better all of una where they do all this nonsense. Mazi Jojo Ibe, they are just what they call mixed blood. You know that is rotten egg now born them. That's why they are like that, because real son of the soil or daughter of the soil will come out to do all these things. And that weakly of a man, Makachuku, that weakly of a man, you are so lucky that I'm not your wife. 1 year now go take lock pot so now I'll take give you food. 1 year, the same bed there, I go put back lock for that bed. Mazi Jojo Onyibe. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And of course, before we end this very series, you will discover that when you see an idiot coming to say, oh, we are doing Biafra, we are Biafra, we are managing the canon, you will know who they are. Am I trying to tell you that our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano, is an angel? Of course not. But I'm trying to tell you that not until you come out and start speaking for our people, let us see, your blood, Yoruba blood is worrying you. Yoruba blood is worrying you. How long are we going to deceive ourselves? How long? You are doing the work of your father. I have to do the work of my father. I will do the work of my father. You do the work of your father. To them, they are intellectual. Oh, you are intellectual. Of course you are. You are very wise. We give it to you. But you see, the problem now is that my blood is not your blood. You don't feel what I feel. The problem now is that you have become an abomination in our land. How many people have you saved? And you know, when they are doing that, Yoruba will be on there praising them. Oh, you are formidable and you are happy. We know all of you. You do anyhow, you see anyhow. We're reserving our energy for the real time. Don't worry about that. Yes, a caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Caller on the line. Yes, good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My regards to every one of you that have been working assiduously to make sure that our nation will be restored. May Chukwu bless each and every one of you. I have said it time without number that our marriage to this people, it is not that they are not marrying us because of love. It's pure wickedness.
It's experiment. It's experiment.
They are not marrying any of us because of love can go. Because they will dump to somewhere else and they still go to their people just to make a caricature of us. Then how long will our people continue in this mess, bringing bad luck to us? Because I can still remember vividly, even in Nehemiah, that Chukwu Kikabiama call the people, please don't intermarry with these people. It's not because he hate them, because what he hate is the character that they portray. That was why he don't want us to be like them. Because I can't imagine that is a full-fledged, your mother and your father get back to you without mixed blood. There's something is going on in your family. You can't put them out. Maybe you sabotaging it. These are the things that have become headache for us, not evil. Not only that, as you said when you went to Enugu for meeting, don't blame them. It's because of the Ejila bleach, hypo, that I told you for that I don't even know that me and Aquaben that we are brothers. I don't know. In this hatred, to meet ourselves in this hatred. I don't even know that Asadaman is my brother. Talk more of a Benue state. But we have learned about all this thing today. We are just calling on them, all of them. I'm not.
Unfortunately, we lost that caller, but we must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I am here. Good evening.
Good evening,
my senior lecturer. Thank you. My name is Chukwuman BC. I am calling from Oka. George, the person you wanted to mention from Obaru is Professor Ben Mwabeze.
God bless you, Professor Ben Mwabeze. Thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome. The issue of crossbreeding is what is killing us because we don't know who is who again. Even in our immediate family, even in our society, villages, we don't know who is who because things have fallen apart. The issue of saboteurs and the issue of people that are sabotaging the effort that our able leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is doing for us to be free is somehow discouraging. These people have shown that the pure blood is not in them because there is no any person that have the blood of Biafra in him that we not have seen the coming of Biafra. Indeed, be you Reverend, be you Pope, be you Father, be you whoever you wish to be, if you have not known that Biafra is real, if you have not known that Biafra is ordained, then the spirit of Chukwu Okike Abiama is not in you. That is certain. That is real. Anybody that is saying one Nigeria is either deceiving himself or is ignorant. Nigeria, the pains that people are going through, the penury, the suffering, the
Of course, as always. Call on the line, your name and where you're calling from. This is yes, this is female line. This is female line. Please, you have to make sure you call on the male line. The line you are calling is the female line. The truth cannot be overemphasized. We keep telling you the truth. The pure breed of Biafrans must understand. Don't feel bad about what is happening. Of course, you are doing the right thing. This is female line, please. Call.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Call the direct line. That line is meant for the female. Of course, do not feel bad about the whole situation of thing, but amend your ways so that when we see mechanic, we can be able to differentiate them from mad people. There are mechanics everywhere. We cannot misunderstand them for mad people. Are you still there? Yes, good evening, Ada. Go ahead, please.
Oh, good evening, sir. I'm happy to get you this evening.
Formidable woman. Go ahead, please.
Oh, my dear. God bless you. My dear, you just made my day today. Before I continue, I would like to greet my leader, the supreme leader, the Iroko of our time, and our deputy, the gentle lion, and the human Onyibe, the lion of Biafra. I greet you. I also greet Nayanya, the chief of the head of finance, and the Chike Duziem, the head of DOS. I greet all of you, all the dear crew. May God bless all of you in your precious name. The thing you really told us this evening is something very serious, because anybody that is born of a woman, because the thing that is happening in social media, anytime I enter the net, see all the things happening, and all these kind of idiots that will come out and open their mouth and start talking against our leader. When I look at them, I will say, I wish I had been place with these kind of people. I will just flag all of them to what kind of men are they? Why should they be talking against our leader? And all these things happening in our place, they are not seeing it. Look at in Anambra State, they kill a woman and slice her and put her part, and they did not kind of a thing to use it and make it easy. Since the two men they killed in Imo State, and even last 2 days they shot a vibrant young man to death for no just cause, and they are not seeing all those things to use and make video. At times I will start wondering: are these people human beings or are they animal? Are they that? That shows actually that their bloods are not equal. Because if actually their bloods are pure, they are not contaminated blood. All these things happening in Biafra land will have been affecting them. But when they have gone to collect peanut from the zoo hand, they will jump into the net and start talking rubbish. Okay, let them come to Biafra land and say, and buy data 2 times to use make video. Then we go there that they know they are not paying for data. They will be talking rubbish because they want to acquire cheap popularity. But I know any human idiot, let me not call them human beings, that opens their dirty gutter mouth to curse our leader. So this kind of work is due for us. Because without, and I don't know who would have been now, and they will just use that their stupid mouth to open it and start talking ill of our leader. I will not talk of your own Judge Onyibe because I know you are the man whatever they do, plan, we must go back to them. And you withstand them, you treat them. It's because maybe our leader can't keep them quiet. But the other time he gave his line and had an interview forum. None of them could come to call him direct and debate with him or talk with him. Then we go to social media, they know that nobody will stop them or interrupt them and start talking rubbish. I pity all those ladies that they have been able to connive and gang together and start talking nonsense. I don't know what they're bringing upon themselves and their family, but God will judge them when time comes. I'm so much happy that they are exposing themselves. All those evils in our midst, they are exposing themselves. And most of them are the ones that are even calling the real people saboteur. Any little thing you do, they will say saboteur. Many of them don't even know the meaning of saboteur. When you deviate from the laid down principles of doing things, and you deviate to another segment and start doing a different thing, you know that you are the proper saboteur. And some of them are even calling people that come from another state, and as far as Biafra land is concerned, they are calling them foreigners, that they jump into their state and start trying to drag one thing or the other, without knowing that all of us are one. And some of the people you are talking to, you don't even know that they are more pure breed than you that is talking. But ignorance, some people are wallowing in ignorance. They don't know their left and right. So let's not just drag too much. I know God has God really keep you there to open our eyes and teach us and reactivate our brain, because our brain has started going anti-clockwise before you are emergent, and you have started setting it right now, and you have started thinking right, and God will bless all of you. You, Judge Onyibe, and our leader, all the people that are in the media, you people are selected. You are wonderful. God will continue to keep you. And all of us are going to celebrate and celebrate together in Biafra land. No any judge that will be restored. May God bless all of us in the name of Yahweh Yeshua, I pray.
You see, thank you very much. We must continue. Are you still there? Call on WhatsApp.
Yeah, Mazi. Yeah, Mazi, good evening.
Good evening,
I bring greetings to you from United Arab Emirates. Mazi, I remain Mazi Desmond Okachukwu. Mazi, this topic tonight, you have hit the nail on the head.
My brother,
Mazi,
this is just introduction. By the time we will go inside, I will make plenty enemy, and I'm ready for all of them, so that we know where our problem is coming from. Yeah. Go ahead, please.
We don't care. This issue of sabotaging this struggle is becoming too much. Mazi, there are two people who are sabotaging this struggle. You see, one, I believe, are those who are making misery, who are making fortune from the miseries of our people, from the killings of our brothers and sisters, our parents, who on a daily basis being slaughtered in their various farms and in their various endeavors. And the others are those like the type of Ijele, Dada, and all the rest of them, that are making fortune from trafficking our ladies, from Biafra land to like this Arabic country. Mazi, these people doesn't know that they are just surviving on the grace of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I could remember one of our brother who called and was saying that, he asked Mazi to give order to lynch all these bastards, all these flavors. And the Mazi replied and told him that our people have died enough. These people are just surviving because Nnamdi Kanu is just a one single man who is so compassionate and who is so loving and accommodating. These people are making this struggle miserable. They are trying to slow this pace that our leader is creating. If not, these people would have known how far we've gone. And the fact is that even though internet is cheap and they are trying to bastardize it, and our people are always clinging to all this sort of their nonsense they are doing, giving them popularity, listening to them. If nobody should go to their page, if nobody should comment to their page, if nobody should share or make them popular, I believe in less than 1 week, all of them will
there are so many. That is the one our people like. Go and look at the Yoruba person broadcasting. You will see all our people. All of them will be there. Oh, he's saying the truth. He's saying the truth. Oh, we love it. Oh, Yoruba is formidable. Yoruba want to give us Biafra. Another Hausa will come. Oh, the Hausa man is saying the truth. Oh, Hausa will give us Biafra. Then Fulani will come. Oh, he's saying the truth. This one is not like fake one. Oh, Onyibe, you hear me? Onyibe, you hear me? But when we are talking our own, they are there putting thought for us. They want to know who to. But don't worry. Don't worry.
Mazi, you have said it all. You have said it all. Almost 90% of our youth are being controlled by all these Yoruba church company owners. You see, they go there, they got brainwashed. They go there, they got hypnotized. Now you're saying about getting married. You bring a wife and your father will reject it. Then they will
pastor
take
will
the
now
church
knock
of their
Yoruba
company.
pastor Masendo Orobo Sketi Yaraba Makasantara Baba Osetiana marriage ebido.
That is the problem. That is the problem we are facing. You see, these days, and majority of them don't even know that all these companies, all these churches, they are parading everywhere, trying to site in our various localities. All these things are not church. These are companies owned by Yoruba trying to extort 10%, only to get their 10% and keep their Yoruba land moving, while our areas are being messed up, while our areas are being bastardized, while our areas are being rubbished. Mazi, I really thank Chukwu Okabiyama at this dispensation of time, who deemed it necessary, to bring Radio Biafra, bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, bring Uche Mefo, bring you, and bring other principal IPOB workers who has taken to their heel to make sure that this gospel is spread and to make sure that this heaven on earth is restored. But these people are not getting it right. If the England who gave us Christianity, who gave us church, who gave us Bible, will not allow us to enjoy our only oil God gave to us, we did not create ourselves. We did not decide to come in Biafra land. By the virtue of creation, we find ourselves in Biafra land. And these people wouldn't let us have access to it. I keep asking, is it heaven that is platted with gold that they will let us in? And not even that we will enjoy it while we are alive. They promised us that we will enjoy it after when we have transcended to immortal. And knowing fully well that immortal doesn't enjoy. So how do we enjoy this thing in heaven? I say, please keep on hitting. Your message is revitalizing. Your message is quite encouraging. Your message is making wave. Forget about what Facebook is doing. Forget about the number of views and whatever.
I don't even want to see.
I appreciate you, but
I
keep
don't want to see
God
you
will
yourself.
keep strengthening you. He will protect you. He will protect your family. No eyes of the enemy shall come near you because you are doing that which you are being ordained to do by Chukwu Okabiyama. But remember, I decided to drop here so that others can come in. Thank you.
Honestly, thank you very much. Are you still there, caller? On the line.
Yes.
Good evening from here.
Good evening. Unless I'm Onyibe.
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead. The word is listening.
My name is Uju from Amachere with our coffee that not on the province in Biafra land. I'm here from, I calling it from Abahia. Onyibe, I'm going to the motor. Now, it's waiting to someone came out to see. They can look for. Ana makpo ya kwa akwụna na-ekele ordinary Amadike of Biafra land onye mere ka m kọta onye gwọrọ m ọya dị iche iche ọkacha ọya Nnamdi Kanu gwọrọ mbụ o mere ka m mara onye mbụ ka m matakwa chi m ka m matakwa ebe nsi were bịa ana m ekele eri nke ukwuu eziokwu nke ya shọt na-alụ olu obi na-atọ m ụtọ shọt na m na-anụ olu ga-agba m ụtọ na dị m. So Onyibe, about our sabotua that are bothering us here. Sabai were no good. They will say the people in we say that na and that is a locoreta. So locoreta dina one ya. How we are we cause this problem because that's why the other day I could say when he this spirit ran on Oboda, when he did China on Oboda. Oh yeah, na cause Chinese na abanye chazini umu Biafra na ba wanda amunu sedike nke ndị Zulu. So oh yeah usabonila. So Onyibe, iti ikuru maka na ihe Chineke ndị China manya kana mna de kalu Americanism ne to send before na go Bible. ka kpọrọ Holy Book na-agụ ya enwere ike na mara mgbe Nnamdi Kanu mere enwere ike ịgụ Genesis from 1 to the end. I can never sleep. Ahụrụ m about the na Isaiah. Ọ nọ ebe ahụ onye ọ naghị agụ Isaiah from 1 to end. Ị ga bisi njem anụ nwanyị na-eje about Biafra. Ịjekwa na Chineke ị ga-enweta ya. Ịjekwa na Jeremiah ị ga-enweta ya. Always ebe ha old God, because ebe nwere ya mechiri nwee old na new God. The New Testament and the Old Testament. An old God. Ị ga-ahụ ike ọbụla gbasara Nnamdi Kanu, ihe ọbụla gbasara this song, ihe ọbụla gbasara IPOB. Nke tụsara m n'anya na Jeremiah 14. Ebe Chineke sị, n'oge na ihe gbana dịchikwa akpa Chineke nke ndị Israel n'aka dị Ijipt, mana a ga-akpụzi Chineke nke napụtara ndị ya n'aka ndị ọzọ n'aka ndị mba ọzọ. Jeremiah 14. Ọ bụ ebe ihe aka nọ. Bekee ndị Onyibe, aga m akpọ ka mkpọ gị bishọp ọ pope. Dịka enwe ihe m chọrọ ka ị direct to me ebe a, because enwe ihe m mụrụ ebe a na this holy ka akpọrọ Holy Bible na New God na Galatians 5. Ebe a adị m confused, ezigbote confused, because ana m ahụtazi na this Bible na onye ọkara ma dị slavery anyị ahụtọ nwaanyị, because na Galatians 5 a na-agwa m ebe ahụ na Paul told you that yes, we do you any good if you get it circumcised. If you do, you must obey the whole law. Na ngụkwaya na Genesis 17 ebe Chineke si na Abraham na ọ ga-ebu onwe ya ugwu bekwa ihe niile nọ n'ebe na ihe a ga-awa ọgbụgba ndụ nyere ya nwa generation to generation na Biafra today. Mana Paul na-ekwu na Galatians na ọ bụrụ that ndị kwere na ọ bụrụ that na ibere ugwu na God is no use for you na iwu ejiri dị ike iwu iwe na-ajụ that's one. Why? Now another one m na-ajụkwa ebe atọ that na n'ugwu ọda na ọwụ maka anyị nwa na n'ugwu ọda awụ maka anyị nwa. Kedu ihe mmadụ kwuru 10 verse 34 na abịaghị maka udo a ga-eriti ọgba aka the king, house to house, woman to the mother, woman to the father, or father to the son, or woman. So now that I know listen, I'm not here in my. Is it because I believe in that new God instead of old God? Because they say that the new old things are part of what new things have become. Now I see many things. I confuse this place. If I thought this cane is for us, I don't know why this is written here. Who written it? I want to know why from our who written this thing.
Yes, honestly, I will not answer you that, because if we cannot solve the problem at our doorstep now, it doesn't make sense trying to look at what someone else read. What I'm trying to say is that all those people coming out to talk nonsense about IPOB or the leader of IPOB, without first of all talking about the plight of their people, they are all mixed blood. I brought in the Bible here so that those of us who are Christians will begin to reevaluate their stand and the man of God that is ministering to them. So for that reason, I will not go into that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please, I want to talk to my people.
Go ahead.
Ana m akpọtụ unu niile anụtụbeghị m olu unu na redio Biafra ụzọ nwa anwụ ya bụ ihe niile a na-ekwu Biafra ihe unu na-ebe ahụ ụwa siri ike gịnị ka ụwa siri ike na-eme ike nwa ọsọpụ na-eme n'ọnụ biko nụ ọbụ na ahụdụ nwa mmadụ a Chukwu okike abịa manyere Nnamdi Kanu ndị parents ya n'ihe ezinụlọ ya ihe everything ya mwepụta ego ya ebe na otu dasị na ihe kere m obi n'ebe Nnamdi Kanu ọ chọrọ ebe nwa ya ga-aga skuulu ka ọ bụrụ ebe nwa m ga-aga skuulu ebe ọnwụ na nwa ya na-ehi na Vodafone ka nwa m hie na Vodafone unu na-eche anya that kind of word bow that man make unu achọghị ifolo unu na unu na-efolo ọgbaghị ihe nwere ike ịkpọ unu eleghị eji ụnụ biko ana m ayọ ụnụ all this neighboring town pụtanụ n'Igbo ka anyị sonye inweta ihe Biafra because Awụsa apụtadona na Ọka o and then manụ na Awụsa ejula na
ahịa niile nọ n'akọkwa amaghị m ma ụlọ na wọchịkwa ihe niile nọ n'akọkwa ike n'oyi akọkwa ndị Awụsa jiri ebe ahụ amaghị m ihe unu na ndị Awụsa ji ebe a amaghị m ndị Awụsa jiri oyi akọkwa unu na-anara ha ego wee hapụ ha ebe ahụ nọ ha na-emebi isi na-achịkọrọ ụmụaka 14-15 years na-eji suo ebe ahụ nọ unu na-anawa chicken money biko na ana m ayọkwa unu ya biko because no forgiveness in our dictionary nna sịkwa ka unu wulie ihe ọbụla bụ Awụsa ihe ọna bụ Awụsa ebe ọna Fulani ndị a na-achị nama ndị a na-achị nama ma ndị a na-azụ azụ ma ndị a na-eme nke ọbụla na-eme unu anya mepee ụlọ wee na-asị because oge na-abịa mgbe anya no chance na-enweghị onye a ga-enye chance ọgwụkwa na ụgbọ amụvuo ụgbọ Nnamdị Kanụ amụvuo n'owe ọ ga-emekwa ihe ahụ na-emekwa n'oge Kenua because otu aka Kenua tinyere nwe onye dịka ya ọchịrị ụgbọ mechiri ọkwa nyewa mechiri ọkwa the angel of the creator of heaven and earth mechiri ya ọ gụta ka ọ ga-adị na nke Biafra ka ọ ga-akwụnyere ụgbọ gị gara ịgekwara mana ụfọdụ ga-agbata obi maka ịmara ihe a na-akọ maka ụgbọ a mechie ọkwa ọpụpụ ka anyị chọrọ ịpụ pụọ n'ụmụọ ọpụpụ ụgbọ apụwa na ndị aka ọkwa ụgbọ apụwa na ọ gara na aka m adịghị ya Onyibe ana m ekele gị Ugochukwu Okabịa ma dere gị dịkwa Nnamdị Kanụ na Maazị Onyibe na-achịkwa Okike abịa ma ise.
Thank you very much. We must continue. And then before I take the caller on WhatsApp, Anna Gocha said, you guys have to remember that his program is connected with our Radio Biafra app London, unlike other broadcasters. I don't understand what you are saying. Anna Gochas, if you have issue with what I am doing, I will encourage you to come out very open so that I will address the person. Are you telling me about Buckingham Palace? Are you telling me about the God of the world? Who exactly are you telling me about? Who is that person who rule people on the guise of lies? Are we here to pamper anybody? Why are they making adjustments? They came to Africa, they raped, they loot, they kidnap, they committed all part of evil, and you are still a slave trying to worship America. So they listen to us and say, oh, they are very good people, they are very humble people. The only difference between us and others is that we are talking. Everybody should be happy we are talking. So please come out plain, let me understand where you are coming from so I can respond to you. All the one our father did, trying to sound intellectual, politically right and the rest of, where did he lead us to? Only idiot everywhere. Very bamboozled animal with no brain. So God of heaven is listening. Then I begin to speak English. So they will like us. Who told you they will like us? Don't you know they are stealing oil from our land? Don't you know they are using the resources from our land to develop their place? So when they hear us, they say, okay, these people are born again. Then let's let them go. Thunder, fire all of them. Nonsense. Of course, like I said, come out openly. Let me know where you are coming from. Maybe you are over there, so you don't know what is happening here. Maza Ganeku, are you still there?
Yes, Onyibe.
Go ahead, please.
Of
course, I told them, anybody that will feel there is something wrong with him, the line is open. Let us talk it. Let us talk it and get ourselves normal. Hey, London is listening. Thunder, fire London people. Do they know what they've done to people here? Every British person involved in this atrocity and heinous crime against humanity, in the name of one Nigeria, God will punish all of them. In the nearest future, their children will suffer more than us. Let's beg Theresa May. Buckingham Palace, please, come and help us. Even God himself will not answer us if we don't do the needful. Blood means blood everywhere. Go ahead, please.
Nonsense London. What is in London? Who knows London? Nobody knows London. Maazị Onyibe, I remember Maazị Nwoye Chinedum. Wee ka ga na-ekwu. Wee ka o mere nke ise nke asatọ nke itenaanị nke iri na anọ n'Igbo. Maazị Onyibe, you are hitting it at the head. No sentiment at all.
Okay, just hold on, Maazị Aganeku. Yes, Maazị Anna Gochas, I understand what you are saying now, and of course you are a child of heaven. God bless you, my brother. Because I love comments on Facebook. Some Yoruba will come here and talk. I want to send them typhoid fever. But now I understand what you are saying. God bless you. You are on point. Yoruba on Facebook, we make sure nobody. In fact, come to our Radio Biafra page. They have locked it down already. And I love the challenge. But I know that the moment I end this broadcast, if I go back on the platform and see how many people that have viewed my broadcast, sometimes I see 27K. But I've never seen more than 200 following me when I'm online. So if I will be online, 50 follow me. And the moment I log out, I have 24K following me. Is God not wonderful? Yoruba, go and delete the record there now. Now you know. If they like, let nobody follow. We will be preaching this preaching. We will be talking this talking. So my brother, I understand what you are saying. And of course, you are a child of heaven. Master Charles. Then we must continue. Agane could go ahead, because I believe if I take time to respond to somebody when I misunderstand the person, I should be able to take time also and then and make amends when necessary, like I have done now. So go ahead, please, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Because we are not asking for any apology for anybody, or we will say an apology for anybody. No. No sentiment, Maz. If our people know what they did to us, they must know that on the process of restoration of our motherland, Biafra, we can never accept any sentiment. No sentiment at all. We are moving ahead. Let them know it, that back to your root. It's not joking. It's not a joking matter. Back to your root is where everything landed. Because they destroy our way and put agenda for us, carry our way and go. You understand? They destroy it on us. They already copied it. As soon as they copied it, they destroy it on our hand and give us their own agenda. If they know what that thing means, they must know that we are not sentimentalizing anything here. Do they think that they did it only in Biafra? They did it to any of our brother that migrated anywhere he migrated. Let's look at what they did to our brother Free Emagwari. Let them look at what they did. They fold him down and use his format and what he studied, what he showed them. They use it to make what they are. They're using it to get the money. You understand? They did it. Anything that you feel our people, produce, they will now go and copy it and close the chapter of our brother and use it as their own. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. They are doing it, and they are doing it till tomorrow. So if they think that we are waiting for America to come and give us Biafra or Britain or anybody, no. We're already on ground. As soon as we are okay to move, to march, we will march, and we will fall the whole hand, that any hand that block our way, we will break that hand. So let them know that back to your root is not back to Oboni or Amok or Ekanka or Anuofia. You understand? Back to your root is to know, go and know what is in you. That name you are answering. You answer like you answer Ibuku or Oka. Somebody is that name. Oka is somebody. Make sure that you know where he resided, where he lived his life before he depart from this planet. That is what we are going now to do. The way we are during the time of our ancestors. You understand? During the time of that is where we are going. Omona. That Omona they destroy. That is where we are heading to go and build it back. Because that stone that they rejected must be the chief cornerstone on this planet. I said it before. On this earth, after coronavirus, the next name you heard is IPOB. No other thing. No other thing. So let them know that we are joking. All those baby saboteurs that is sabotaging, they are nobody. Nobody is seeing them. And I want our people not to be looking at them, listening to them. You understand? We are in the whole world. We are the nobody can grab us anymore. No earth, no country, no nation.
Thank you very much.
No nation. No matter where they are, no matter the kind of money they get, they can never bring us down anymore. So let them shut up. Okay, now. and the Chizaram, all those people, you jealous somebody, yeah, Ezawo, Eze Akfaluku, and all the rest. They are chaff. They are nobody. Let nobody listen to those people. They are nobody. You understand? They are nobody.
Thank you.
I love what our people are doing. And again, Onyibe, I want our people, anytime they are doing gathering, let all of us not in one place, that place we are doing gathering. Let voice go around before anything that is coming to attack us will come. They will meet those words. Then we'll stop them before they enter where we are doing something. Let our people know that. Because we are not playing, we are not joking. Let them know that. Those sufferness, those pains, we are the one bearing it. Because if we start our own, they will run. They will run and they will forget everything they have. Thank you, Onyibe. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, Biafrans all over the world, America say no! IPOB, US, America, 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 IPOB, New York, America, America, America.
Oh yes, IPOB USA, IPOB USA, and the state of New York. Just like we all know,
This information is directed to the IPOB in the United States of America. Going with all our leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has recently said we must do the needful.
If you have not joined IPOB family yet, or you intend to support the struggle for the restoration of Biafra, now is the time.
To join IPOB family in the New York, please call our state coordinator, Mazi David Ezekwesili, on 832-245-5640, or the New York State Deputy,
Mazi Izu Okoli Mbadike, on 646-645-8237.
Other zone coordinators include Bronx Zone 1 and Mazi Dr. Ekweme on +164-664-43957. Mr. Obina
+192-9509-8008.
Staten Island, Mazi John on 347-203-0871.
Pastor Thomas 6462-269487.
Brooklyn Zone,
Saint Abalakwe
AM on +16-46-5246.
Queens/Long Island,
Mazi Elochukwu
164-69-566219.
Bronx Zone 2, Wada Beatrice on 347-5177-934.
Or Reverend Jeff.
You live anywhere in the U.S. and you want to join or contribute, call our National Coordinator, Dr. Okoro, or our National Deputy Coordinator, Wada Lady Prestige. Or you are a woman in the USA, you can join our Women Wing. Call Wada Mommy Okafor on 121-571-57709. Also, if you want to contribute, USA will not fail our leader Nnamdi Kanu or disappoint our motherland Biafra. All hail Biafra, Biafra, we hail you. Signed, David Ezekwesili, New York State Coordinator.
US, America, America.
Yes, of course, this is where we draw the curtain for this segment. I will be signing off temporarily, but believe me, I'm coming back in no time. Until then, our people must understand. If you are from Bender State, you are from, of course, former Bender State, you're from Kogi State and Benue State, former Medobet, but there was nothing like Medobet. They just concocted it lately. But anywhere you come from, understand, we were experiment ground for the British government trying to concord people, trying to reduce us from the original of what we want. The same way Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani are making sure every Igbo man run out of their village. The same way they turn us to what we are. Don't let anybody deceive you. Nobody speaking of the Holy Spirit can say Jesus is cause. Nobody speaking of the Holy Spirit can cause Jesus. Nobody. And nobody born by pure Biafran blood can cause IPOB or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We know when love speak. We know when hatred speak. And when you make mistake with love, we correct you with love. It is time we recognize mechanic and mad people. Or else you will make mistake like I just made now. That having been said, I sincere appreciation to those of you who called in. My apology to those I could not take their call. But of course, I'll be back in less than no time.
Biafra's Got Talent exclusive.
After this heavy rain, please let the sun rise.
Our lives are in danger, siblings and more that all day long we have been ruled by strangers. Sing give us Biafra. We are begging you, please.
There's nothing we can do without you. It's only you that will save my life.
Chukwu King Biafra, you are the one to give us Biafra. We pray.
Oh, just save the lives. We are your children, save our lives. We all like sheep has gone astray. Restore our land and heal our hearts.